Welcome back, y'all, to another one here. Today is day 3 of the Operation Turtleback program. Feeling pretty good throughout this program. I had mentioned in my last video that I was getting DOMs pretty bad when I was inconsistent with my workouts. I'd say probably like around July. I was feeling really good. A little bit early July, late June, I was feeling really good. Not getting too sore, but sore like I worked out. Not to the point where it was affecting like the way I'd walk or the way I'd move, almost like injury. So now I'm starting to feel like I'm getting back into that shape. It's been probably 3 weeks of like consistent workouts 4 times a week and walking a lot, trying to get that 6,500 steps plus. And the soreness hasn't been as heavy. So this will be a good test after today's workout because I am squatting at 85%, 3 reps for 315. Supersetting that with explosive push-ups, 10, trying to clap every time, but you kind of see in those latter sets where I'm just struggling. But then squats felt pretty good. I had the belt on for this one. I haven't gone this heavy in a while, so pushing myself here. Didn't feel too bad. Felt good. But again, it'll be a test for the next coming days to see how sore I am. I'm planning to be as active as possible during the next few days. But today's workout is a superset starting off, doing squats, 5 sets of 3 with going into clap push-ups and then skull crushers, tricep extensions. It's only 65 pounds, but it feels heavy for me. I hardly ever work out my arms, and I plan on focusing on arms and back as much as I can this program. So I'll be seeing a little bit more single joint exercises with tricep extensions and curls and targeting different ways. So this is the second set here. Felt pretty good, and I'm really enjoying this because I could kind of get a little creative with the program and try different exercises that I wouldn't try usually. You'll see that on the next exercise here. And I'm doing this within 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I finished this superset within 10 minutes. So I'm resting about 1:30 in between, and each set is taking me almost like 1:30. So that's about 3 minutes, totaling out to about 9 minutes or so. Just targeting the endurance, strength endurance, being able to lift heavy for a longer period of time. I'm also trying to explode on those type 2 muscle fibers. Just as you get older, you gotta keep those muscle fibers, keep those active, because you don't want to lose them. It's important, especially as we get older. Don't want to lose out on those fast twitch muscle fibers. I got pretty tired, and again, I'm just out of shape, or not as strong as I used to be. I shouldn't say out of shape. And then after this set here, I did notice my elbows were flaring out, and it could be because of my shoulder. So I should focus on keeping my elbows in more and probably go close grip. So I'm going to try that out next week. Rearrange the sets and move some things around so I can try to incorporate that there. This next superset is mismatched kettlebell rows, chainsaw rows. And the left arm I have 53 pounds, the right arm I have 35 pounds. And just targeting the core and also the back as well. It's targeting the upper back and the lats a different way, and grip strength. So after this set, going into barbell curls, again 65. Usually my triceps are stronger than my biceps, but I haven't really been focusing on pushing as much. Pushing exercises like overhead press or bench press because of my shoulder. So I imagine that's why. One day, or hopefully I'll be able to do so. And then I'm also doing pullovers here with the kettlebell, 35 pound. I was worried about this exercise on my shoulder, my left shoulder, but it actually felt really good, stretching the lat tightness in my left shoulder. I definitely felt that or my left lat. I definitely felt it more on my left side more than my right. So some of these reps you'll notice where I'm kind of sitting in that stretch, in that overhead extension. My arms shouldn't be bending that much, but I'm just trying to increase that mobility in my lats there. So I did 3 sets of this, again within the 10 minutes. Part of me wishes I had heavier kettlebells, maybe like some 60s. I could probably use, I wanted it to be like a 15 to 20 pound difference. The next kettlebell I have up is 75 pounds, but I can't row that for 8 reps with good form. So I didn't even want to bother even using that heavier kettlebell. And that's one of the downsides of having a home gym as well, is you save time because you're not traveling 15 minutes, 30 minutes to a gym, 10 minutes to a gym. You're not waiting for equipment to be used. But the downside is you don't have access to as much of a gym or as much of a variety of machines or weights. So you just kind of make do with what you got, and just figure out different areas to exercise. So this was a shorter workout because on purpose wanted to incorporate like a recovery style exercise, some volume in there, some movement, not so much heavy intensity other than those squats. The body weight type exercises aren't really too taxing on your nervous system or from recovering so much. So that's why I incorporated those in there. And then after these supersets that I did 3 supersets all within 10 minutes of each other, or try to hit the 3 sets within the 10 minutes of each other. And I was able to accomplish that. After that I went out for like a 12-minute walk at zone 2 heart rate. It was like a brisk walk. The purpose behind that is to focus on the fats, lipids. If you are sprinting or running, there is a higher usage of carbohydrates or the glycogen within your body. So doing it at a slower pace, you're more likely to gain energy from the fats that you store in your body. I was planning on cutting, but I ended up putting it back because I haven't been exercising for the past 3 weeks ago. It's been very inconsistent, so I didn't want to bother about worrying about losing weight and just trying to get back into condition. Still eating some decently carbs. Like today's workout, I had pretty high carbs. I had apple, and I had a nectarine, and then I had fig bars. Those blueberry fig bars. And that was a lot of carbs, and I felt good during my workout, so that was helpful. And yeah, so I put it back about cutting, and I'm probably going to start cutting in October. So just get in shape, bring that conditioning back. Then these next 8 weeks or so, try to see is get closest to my max as I was, and go from there. Didn't do any core work today on purpose. The dailies, I was doing those the past 2 workouts, and on day 3 I was just focused on some of those explosive movements, like these clean pulls, really focusing on squeezing the glutes, pushing them through. And I felt it when I was doing these plate jumps as well. My plan was to do 6 reps of plate jumps, but I was getting pretty tired at 3. So that's the reason why I was stopping at 3. But really appreciate you guys watching these videos, liking them, even commenting them. It's super helpful for me. I enjoy posting these summaries of my workouts, more so for me. Maybe if you guys learn anything, that's cool as well. If you guys have any questions or thoughts or anything, if you like it, like it. Really appreciate you guys, and take it easy.